It's always Sunday when you see me, isn't it? That's a coincidence, because it's Sunday. Fun day. Is it fun though? I don't know. Not when I play the guitar like that. Never is. Hello, happy quickness and joyous going to you too. Aravingle and also Philip. Yay! Hey, good news. I complained about that terrible box. Did you see the box of nonsense that I got that I spent loads of money on? And I was like, mystery box with something amazing inside. Oh, that's going to be amazing. And it's not. If you go and see it, it definitely wasn't. But I was like, I don't like this. And it actually says no money back. We don't do any refunds, but I think they might have had a bit of bad press lately because I looked it up and quite a lot of people have been complaining about it. So I was like, it's not good enough. And then they said, well, we can offer you a £25 voucher and 10% off. And I'm like, what, a credit voucher? I prefer my money back or a partial refund. And they're like, we can't do that unless you send everything back. And I'm like, oh, because I'd marmalise the box and put it in the recycling. And also, it's all nonsense anyway, and I'd opened one of the boxes and it was like, oh no. So they gave me £20, but it turns out that they do very quick turnaround. I was like, am I going to find anything on this? Hello, Chase, hello. Am I going to find anything, I thought, because most of it's bulk buy and stuff, and there's a lot of, like, expired food, and I thought, probably not. But I'm going to make it last. So I got £25 plus 10% off. Now, I'm rubbish at maths. So what I did was I kept clicking until I got just over 20. I got £25 and 5p. And then I put the 10% voucher on and went, that's good. Not realising that I had £25 off, so I could get to about £27 or something, really, and still not have to pay anything. I had to pay postage and packaging, though, so it's like, does this never end? But I thought, I'm going to make this worth it. I'm going to get as much as I can, which was difficult because everything was like £40 for 200 cans of whatever. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. So what I did, and it came today really quickly. So I'll give them that. Very quick delivery. So I got this big box, which is heavier. So this is £25 of stuff, which was actually £22, which I didn't pay for, plus £3. And this is better, £25, than the £50 box of rubbish, right? So what I got was pucker tea. This is chamomile. So there's 4, I've taken one out, 4 of these, which are about £4.99 if you buy them new. And I don't think you can buy them because they are a weird flavour that nobody probably wanted. It was Love Feel Cherished with rose, chamomile and lavender, which is a bit weird, but I was like, yeah, because that was one of the things I thought, I'm going to make this as much as possible, I'm going to make it. And they had a deal where they had 2 free Toblerones. 2 free Toblerones. And I was paying so as well as my £25 and 2 free Toblerones. This makes up the difference, really. And a chilli sauce that was 69p. And they reckon that this was about £5.99. It's like, pull the other one. It's not going to be that. So I think they inflate the prices to go, what a bargain you're getting. So, yeah. So then I got this big thing of nut butter bars. I've eaten one and I gave one to my mum. They're quite nice. I'm supposedly on a diet, but it's like, yeah, that'll fit into the £25. And 3 of these chocolate bars with dime bars in them. And one of these, I could have got another one of these, but I didn't count right. And then the last thing, because there wasn't that much that I could fit 25. If I didn't want to spend any money. I mean, I did spend £3 to get it sent to me, but I didn't want to spend any money. I was going to make the most of this. And this reckon that this whole thing is £99 worth, which I think is unlikely and they're exaggerating. But I got these very heavy. Look at all of these. These are like energy drinks. Did I want any of this stuff? No. But I could only put stuff that was going to fit into the amount of voucher that it got me. So I got that. So that was good. So that's better than the box, really. So that's £25 worth of stuff. If I'd actually spent it, I'd have only spent £25 to get more than the £50 box of complete nonsense. Now, I looked up that candle that I was like, that candle is at most £34, and that's if you're really exaggerating. But there's some, I think the trouble is, the sort of things that nobody's going to buy, you can pretend that it's going to cost loads, because somewhere else I saw that candle on sale for 380 quid. It's like, no absolute way is anyone going to spend 380 quid on a candle. It smells nice. It's citronella or something, so it'll keep the bugs away. So that's good. But so I've got a lot of energy drinks with mango in them, so that's good. Yes, exactly. So this sort of makes up for it, and I'm quite happy, and I will forgive them for the absolute terrible. See, the thing is, that box, which was a lot lighter than this box of more stuff for less money, no money in fact, but I've already spent 50 quid on nonsense, so it sort of ekes it out. So if all of this was also in the box that I got, then I wouldn't have been sad. I would have gone, oh, that's a lot of stuff, that's good. But it wasn't, was it? So I would have been happy, and so now I am relatively happy. It's like as happy as I'm ever going to be. I'm never happy, really. So that's fine. I'm not too bad about that. Now, I don't really want to eat any of this chocolate. I'm going to give it to my niece and nephews and stuff, and my brother probably. But I've got it, so that's good. So hooray! Somebody will benefit from that. I'm happy. Happy as I'm going to be. And actually, this tea's quite nice. I've tried some. It's quite flavourful. And I didn't put sugar in it because I don't have sugar in tea. And it's quite sweet anyway. So that is good. And it'll make me... It lasts forever because I have still got quite a lot of herbal tea from over the years. I don't drink that much herbal tea, but I go, oh, what a lovely herbal tea. I'll drink that. And then I end up with buckets full of herbal tea. I've got cupboards full of herbal tea that I'm never going to use. So my mum likes chamomile tea, and I gave some to her, and she thought it was nice too. Very much like she liked the nut butter bar. So people will benefit from this, which is just as well, really. So something good came of this, out of the bad. Hooray. Yes, exactly. Do you want to buy a mystery box? I'll give you a piece of cake made of mud and an old worm, and that'll be matching the sort of quality that you gave. But yeah, so there wasn't that much. Like I've bought stuff from like Approved Food before, and there's like tons and tons and tons of stuff for a lot less. But this one doesn't seem to have as much stuff. It's more in date. I'll give it that. Approved Food. They were trying to offload 2020 mystery boxes for it's like, ooh, worth £1, normally £1.15, you can have them for £1. It's like, yeah, because some things do last. It's like best before. Some things do last, but things that do not last, a popcorn, which I got in that mystery box, gets very stale very quickly, and pork scratchings. Now, I don't know that many people that would eat pork scratchings, but pork scratchings, they're a sort of pub grub sort of staple. They're just like pigskin that's fried up. Now, they don't last. They do not keep but past their sell-by date. They go off really quickly, and they keep putting them in these mystery boxes, and they're not great. And also, not that many people eat pork really, and they're usually wheaty. It's like, why would you put wheat on pigskin? But they do, so that's great. Pigskin's bad enough in it is. It's like there's a lot of people that got religious, ethical, and vegan-y and gluten-free, loads of different versions not to eat pork scratchings, but still they keep sending them. Yeah, so that's good. Now I'm trying to lose weight, which is a pain in. I got a weighing scales that I haven't used for quite a long time, and I've been using it, and then I thought, I've got an app for that. I think I've got an app that like measures like how much your body constitutions, how much water you've got, and how bad it really is. So I linked it up, and then I went, oh no, that's really bad, because it's like insulting me. It goes, hey, you are obese and you've got too much fat everywhere, but you've got good. But this is it, right? It's got high, and it says lean body mass high, and I'm like, is that bad? It's like, no, that's not bad. So half of me, not half of me. Yeah, 3 stone of me isn't lean mass. That's quite a lot. That's not lean mass, but I've got a lot of lean mass. So if I was completely fat free, I'd be so skinny and I'd be completely muscly and I'd be like 7 stone 10 or something. But I'm not. I am a 1.5 stone more than the last time that I used this weighing scale. I said this to my mother. She's like, oh, you must have heavy bones. It's like, no, I've got heavy fats. Triggering for a lot of people. It is triggering. It's like if you start talking about people's weight, your own or other people's, they go, no, don't talk about that. It's a bad thing. Oh no, body positivity. Body positivity. Yes, you're going to be positive. You've got a body, and if you don't, then you don't. Oh, that's something I've seen recently. That somebody said that your brain isn't actually where your consciousness lies. It's like, well, if that's true, then that means an awful lot of things. Because I also saw somewhere that after you're buried, the electrical impulses take years to actually die down. So it's like, oh no, does your consciousness leak into the earth? And all the worms that eat you become you, and you are all consciousness, and ashes to ashes, and dust to dust, and worms to worms, and dirt to dirt. Yay! That's something to look forward to. Yes. So it's been a week. It has been a week. I've been out and about. I went to Cardiff, and I wandered around. Yes, consciousness residing in your tummy is probably where most people's. That's what they do say. That are like, there's different parts of your body that the gut feeling. You know, when you get a gut feeling, it might be because that's where your consciousness lives. Actually, in your guts. I know mine does. My big fat gut. No, don't say that about yourself. It's triggering. Not body positivity, is it? Yes, we go on to life eternal. Life eternal, like the parrot. Come to join the choir invisible. Oh, did you see that they have parasite clean? Yes, parasite cleaners. Clean out your consciousness. Yeah. Terry Jones at Colwyn Bay. They have just unveiled a statue. Terry Jones from the from Monty Python. He has, you know, if you've ever seen the Monty Python where he's playing an organ naked. Well, that's the statue they've got. So that's fun at Colwyn Bay and where he was born. So that's great. Now, I met Terry Jones. Out of all the Pythons, I met Terry Jones. And I tried to interview him, but my my little dictaphone thing stopped working. The tape got all chewed up, so I had to drag out my long dormant shorthand skills, which are, well, I did get exams in it. I did learn shorthand, but I hadn't used it for so long that I was like, what is all this? So the interview had to be short because I was like, I don't really know what I can't remember. This isn't great. He's like, oh, it's good that you've got shorthand. It's like, yes. Anyway, he was doing some sort of history because he did a history degree, I think, at Oxford. I think it was Oxford, and he was doing some sort of history show on one of the History Channel, something like that, at the time. Yeah, that was fun. It's a long time ago when I was working in journalism as a journalist reporter for a TV magazine, and I would go around interviewing people and then putting the stuff in the magazine and doing previews and all sorts of things like that. I didn't really review TV shows. I sort of previewed TV shows. I would go like, oh, this is what you watch out for, and I've seen it, and yay, it's great, and I would describe it, but I would not spoil it, because if you spoil it, then what is the point? You do not watch it because you've been spoiled. So interesting teaching job that I do not have anymore. But I met a lot of people and did a lot of things. And so I could just go name drop, name drop, name drop. And people go, what are you talking about? Who cares? And I go, I know. Never mind, eh? Because I'm quite dismissed. Generally, this week I have been banging my head against a wall, trying to get things done. I'm going to Durham in 2 weeks, and I'm going early, and expenses would have been paid, but I'm going early. Cheaper, because I have to pay it in advance and then get my money back. Cheaper to go a day early, but then I don't get any hotel bills paid. So now I'm like, oh, well, fine. Poo. Anyway, so that's an expense. I'm going to be in Durham for the whole weekend, but I won't really get to see Durham. I'm not going to see old Durham town. I'm not going to see old Durham town. I'm going to sort of half see Durham town, and the not seeing is going to get me down because yes, I believe Ollie Oxenfree, that's not his name, went to Durham briefly. It's a very posh, very hard to get into university. The equivalent of Oxford and Cambridge, but if you don't want it, you don't want it. You don't, it's like you can't make things happen. You can't like things if you don't want to like them. So I don't know. So I don't think that the university is in the town. I think it's out of the town. It's got a campus of its own. So I don't think the students really come into the Durham town at all. But Durham looks quite a posh town. I've seen it on the train, whizzing past, going, oh, look at that. And I think that, when I was on the train, I was like, I recognise that thing. Have I been to Durham? And I think the first time I went to Edinburgh, we went on a road trip. We drove up with the people that I was doing the show with, and I think we might have stopped at Durham because there seemed to be some statues in front of a church thing. And I think that we stopped there and went, look at the statues. Whoa, that's great. And I'm not entirely sure, though, because I've had dreams about various different places. And when I was looking at Durham out of the train, I thought, that looks like something I've had a dream about. So I must have been there. Or something weird and psychic happens. Or I've seen it on a TV show. It could easily be what it is. But yes, I always think of Hebden Bridge when I see Durham. Hebden Bridge is not the same place. Hebden Bridge is where Happy Valley was filmed. And that's turned up in the media a lot this week. I've seen a couple of things that I've gone, oh, this is Hebden Bridge. And this is there was another place that was near Hebden Bridge. Somebody on a quiz show was from somewhere with it was pronounced weird. I can't remember what it was, the place, and I was like, I wonder if that's near Hebden Bridge. And he said, oh, it's near Hebden Bridge. And I'm like, how did I know that? And I can't remember what the place was. So it's like, maybe in a past life I lived in Durham. Durham, 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 Durham. Dum, 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 dum. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just passed through it in the car. I think that is what happened. We just stopped there, and I think there was a little shop, and we bought some pop and then carried on our way all the way to Edinburgh, which I'm going to again. I'm going to this one because I have to do loads of admin and business and meetings and stuff for various different things because I'm involved with the Free Fringe and other fringy stuff. The Fringe generally now, it's expanded from just the Free Fringe to being involved with the whole Fringe. I am not responsible on my own. There's a lot of other people, but I am one of many that is involved with making sure that the Fringe works. So I have to get up to Edinburgh, and usually I go the day before and I spend the whole day travelling because it takes a long time. But this time there's some sort of works on the train, and so I can't spend the whole day travelling. I have to go the day of the meeting, so I have to get up in the middle of the night to get all the way to Edinburgh by 2 o'clock. I get in about 1, I think, and then I have to go to the meeting. It's like, it's too much. And then I go back the next morning. It's like, is it really worth it? Well, we shall see. I will see whether I am exhausted. I think I will be exhausted. That's why I'm travelling up to Durham the day before, because that also they wanted me to travel on the day to get there by 2 o'clock. And I was like, I mean, it is physically possible in that I am going to Edinburgh, which is slightly further on the same train line. But I don't want to do this. I am going to be so travel sick and so tired. Like, why are you making me? That's why I travel all the way. And then I have to go and sit in the meeting and go, thinky, think. Oh, I think this. Thinky, think. Making me think. Too hard. Making me think. Meh. I've just talked about this for 20 minutes. I can't believe it. Thinky, think. Thinky, think. Oh, I've just realised that this box opens that way. I could have opened it the other way. But I think that's only if you're buying them in the shop. Which I'm not. I bought them already. Anyway, take that case of energy drink. Oh, yes, exactly. It's like, well, I don't need to pay any money for... Because I can just eat Cliff Bars and energy drinks all the way there. And then I have to spend any on... Because I've already spent my money. Any money on lunches. Yay! Can you lose weight just eating Cliff Bars and drinking energy drinks? As long as that's all you have. 1 energy drink and 1 Cliff Bar a day and you will soon be starving to death. Don't do that. Not a good idea to eat all your stuff. But yes, this is what I noticed as well. Because I'm jowly and old. And one of the things that was in that mystery box was collagen. I was like, oh, it turns out I probably do need that collagen. So I tried it today. It's made of fish. It's a good job I'm not a vegan anymore. Fishes! I was for a while, but it's like, it's not worth it. I'm going to eat fish. I'm going to eat dried up fish. Fishy fish. I don't know whether collagen is actually, at least it's not beef. I don't really fancy eating bones of beef. I'm not a beef eater. The beef eater. I do not work for the Queen. I do not. She doesn't live anymore, does she? She's her 100th birthday last week. She had a birthday cake and everything. It's wasted on the Queen. There's still a Queen, Camilla, but she's not the real Queen. She's the real Queen. She's not the real Queen. It's like I still want to sing "God Save the Queen." God save the king when they have like matches, rugby matches or whatever they say. God save our gracious Queen, King. He's a king. He's a king. King. Yes. Oh. So yeah. Oh, that's another thing. A Michael Jackson biopic, as I used to say. The biopic came out with his nephew as Michael Jackson, and somebody on Facebook was saying that they don't believe that Michael Jackson's children are his children. I said, I think they are. I think they look like them. And the eldest one's got vitiligo, and they're like, well, that's, of course they don't. They don't look anything like him. It's like, well, not, yes. But then I thought, hang on a minute, but do they look like me? Because it has been said, not recently, but it has been said that I do bear a relationship in my face to the Jackson Michael himself. Yes, my little nose strip. So do they look like me? And I would argue that they probably do. And so that's good enough. So they are Michael Jackson's kids because they look like my kids. I don't have any kids. But if they did, they would look an awful lot like Michael Jackson's kids. Maybe I am Michael Jackson. Maybe they are my kids. Because we don't know, do we, where they came from. Maybe they drifted out of my consciousness. Whoa, why am I talking like this now? Talking like a pirate. Talking like Robert Newton. Bristol. Is that a Bristol accent? I don't know whether it's a Bristol accent. I don't know what it is. Do not honestly know what it is. Oh, my Toblerones. I can play drums there with the Toblerone. Yes. Woohoo! So, yes. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of travelling in the next couple of weeks. traveling for no purpose. Not traveling to do filming or anything fun, just traveling for working purposes. But I don't get paid for this work. I'm like stupidly volunteered for a lot of things. It's like, well, you do pay for my travel, not my hotel room, it turns out. You do pay for my hotel room. You have to travel on the day and go back on the day. Be grateful for that. But I do get I have to pay the travel in advance, but I eventually will get it back. But I don't really get much else. Oh, it's not like this is for the good of. It's like I am doing public service. That's what I'm doing. Why? I don't know. It's like it's a good job that I've got Cliff Bar sweets because I live on air and Cliff Bars and bits of cardboard. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's like, wow. Just eke it out. Eek. I thought the mystery box, I'll make a profit on that. I'll have stuff. I'll have spent some money and I'll get more than I've spent. It will be a bargain. But it wasn't a bargain, was it? It wasn't. It was not a bargain. And I feel very sad. But at least I've got some Cliff Bars now. So slightly less sad than I was. But still, if I hadn't... Oh, I'm stuck on my guitar. If I hadn't got it in the first place, then I wouldn't have to have loads of energy bars. And because I really had to struggle to find anything that was within the £25 budget. It's just like... Oh. It's like there's some nice stuff. There was some like... look. Crispy potato tubes. It was like £25 for 20 packets or something. It's like, but then I don't get anything else, and I do not get my money's worth, and I don't want any of this stuff. Don't want any of it, but I wanted to get my money's worth, and it was like, well, at least it's a little bit better than what I got. I bet I got some collagen as well. Fish slice, fish heads, curly whirly fish heads, eat them up, yum. Fish heads. Yes, do a cover of that. Fish heads, curly whirly fish heads, eat them up. Yum. Anyway. Yeah. Haven't seen that for a while. Let's look it up. Whirly fish heads, eat them up, yum. Yum. Yes. Anyway, Brian May, yes, exactly. Oh, Freddie Mercury does not exist anymore. He does exist in our brains or in our stomachs, as it turns out. Oh, right. I'll leave you. Shall I leave you? It's not quite yet. No, I've only done 27 minutes. It was 20 minutes when I got lost, and 7 minutes later it's an eternity. Eternity. Eat them up, yum. I keep getting stuck on my guitar. Like merging with my guitar. It's like one of those horror films where, what's it? There's one Together. I keep meaning to watch that. Together, where this couple gets stuck together. Now I'm getting stuck to my guitar as if it is my only love. Oh, my guitar. You gently weep. Yes. Question about the plastic shaman. Did people partake of the... Whoops, so forgotten. Did people partake of the herbs? No, we didn't. We were completely sober, curly whirly sober. We do not do things like that. Well, I know some of them might do, but I do not, because I am a good person, and the only thing I have is energy drinks and my CBD drink, which I did have today. Did it mellow me out? Possibly. Who knows? Who knows? I also got, in Holland and Barrett, never one to say no to a bargain. Did I say this? Holland and Barrett, reduced from £13.40 to £3, was some turmeric. It's actually called Lion's Head Latte, but it's mostly turmeric. It's apparently got a bit of coconut milk in it, but it's mostly turmeric. And I had some of that because my dad said, hey, do we have any glucosamine? And I'm like, I don't know. And he said, well, it's good for arthritis. I'm like, oh. And then he said, turmeric's good too. And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. I'll give you some of this. What's this here? There's like a little dot. I don't know what that is. Anyway, turmeric. and it's got lion's brain, lion's head, lion's mane. That's it. So I've had lion's mane latte that I made for me and my daddy, and I had CBD thingy that in this country they do not contain anything but the CBD. There is no active ingredient apart from that because it's illegal. You can't have that. So you can't. It hasn't got any other. So that's as near as I get. Is I had that today, which is neutered version of that. So no, we didn't have anything during that. That was just us being acting. Being actors. It's just like, are you a weirdo? No, I'm an actor. What is the difference? I don't know. Let me have a little look. Anyway, so yeah, I've also had talks about the digital fringe, which is, I didn't realise that I was like, nobody's applied for it this year. How is that? And then I realised that I hadn't put the link up anywhere. So I had to sort that out. So now it's open. If anyone wants to do any digital shows as part of the Free Fringe, where you get to, we list your shows, and actually 2 years ago we had like a virtual sort of place. It looked like the top of Carlton Hill, and we plonked on a Siberia cafe, and you could wander around, and you could interact with people. And if you've got like VR glasses, you could like feel like you were there, and then you could do a screening. There was like a screening with other people there, and we did that. Now, we didn't do that last year because, possibly not the year before. I don't know whether it was 2 years ago. We did it 1 year, and it was fun. But we didn't do it because of life getting in the way and the people that sorted it out. But the person that sorted it out has said, let's do it again for some of the days. And also, there's loads of more virtual places. So we can have like virtual galleries, and we can showcase stuff, and it'll be really fun. So yeah, that'll be good. Like, yeah, put posters up, and you can click on things, and you can go and explore the world through virtual reality. Woo! And the good thing is, it's not AI. It's things that people have actually made. Yay! But it's virtual. Yay! The best thing is people are involved, and people did it, and that's the best thing, because AI is pants. It's absolute pants. I'm glad that the TikTok thing has fallen on its ass, because that's gone, and I don't know why, but there's another thing that I'm a bit worried about that, because I'm a bit worried that they've got this thing where they've like taken away your ability to say no or yes, really. So rather than click it on or off, they're like, well, we're not going to give you the chance to even say anything. What we're going to do is we're just going to clone you anyway. Clone you. Up to 11 likes on this. That's amazing. 11 likes and only 5 people watching. How did that work? How does that work? How does that work? I don't think it does. That's amazing. Bit confusing. So, yeah, AI, get rid of it. The only good reasons for having AI is if somebody that can't speak wants a cloned voice and you've donated it to them, or you've got a license that you have got a complete license for your image and your voice, and you can control where it's used and get money for it, that's all right. As long as you've got a end point, you can go, and from there on, and I could sue you if you use it. Fine. If you've got control over your own image and voice, fine. But you have to have control. Otherwise, as I said many times, Herculaneum, reading the scrolls in Herculaneum, things that cannot be done by a human being and never could be done by a human being, I'll give you that. If that is the case, that it's helping somebody, it's helping you, and you can control it, or if it's doing something that could not physically be done in any other way, then I'll give you that. But only that. And in no other circumstance. The end. And that is my edict. The edict of Elise. That's not my name. Elise. What is my name? I don't usually say my name. It's like, say my name, say my name. I don't usually say my own name because that's a weird thing to do. It's like, is it my name? I feel a bit distance from my name, but it is my name, I suppose. Elise. That's my name. I'll wear it out. All right, I'll go now. And I'll maybe have all of these. I'll chug them all down. Energy drinks. You can die from eating energy drinks. Drinking them. You can die from eating them. Lots of iron. It's probably aluminium, actually. Anyway, don't do that. So I'll eke them out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 24! I didn't count them before. I thought there was only 12. 24 cans! Wow! Millions of pounds worth. 12 bars of nut butter thing. I've eaten one, and somebody else's is not 12. There's 10 left. Yay! I am rich in coconut mango things. Yay! All right. Bye-bye. I'll see you next week. And then the week after, probably not, because I will be in Durham in a gala dinner. They'll feed me. Go all the way to gala dinner in Durham. It's a long way to go just for a gala dinner. But that is pretty much the case of it. I'm going to do some work and vote for things and be democracy. Make people, help people in the business of show. Help people. Make sure that it all works. And then I get a gala dinner. That's what I live for. All right then. I'll see you next week. For people talking, is there anyone? Gala blessed week. Yes. Bless. Bye. I've been saying bye for the last 10 minutes. I didn't realise that you were all saying. I was like, nobody's. I'm not going to go until everyone says bye. And you've all said it, but the chat didn't show up. But it has now. So now I can go. Bye. See you next week.